What is your biggest Uno reverse? My ex dumped me the night before my bar exam, said he couldn't handle the stress of dating someone more ambitious than him. No warning, no signs, just left me sitting on our couch, textbooks everywhere, while he packed his bags and said, "You'll thank me someday." I didn't thank him. I cried for 5 hours, then pulled an all-nighter fueled by rage, Red Bull, and the memory of him saying, "You don't have the personality to be a lawyer anyway." I passed the bar on my first try. A year later, I was working at a small but respected firm, climbing fast, new suits, new apartment, a dog named Objection. I didn't think about him until one of my college friends invited me to a party downtown. She said a bunch of alumni were getting together and that someone from my past might be there. I knew. I wore the red dress I'd bought just for winning my first case. When I walked in, he was already drunk. He saw me and froze, glass halfway to his mouth. "Wow," he said. "You look, intense." I smiled. "Thanks. Winning trials will do that." He looked like he'd aged 10 years in one. Messy hair, wrinkled shirt, the kind of cologne you wear when you're trying to smell expensive, but can only afford gas station knockoffs. He tried to brag about his new job, selling insurance, and how he'd almost gone to law school too, but hated the politics. I nodded politely, pretending I hadn't already Googled him 6 months ago and found out he failed the LSAT 3 times. Then he said it. "You know, I've thought a lot about us. I don't think I gave you enough credit back then." "Oh?" I tilted my head. "You always had this fire, you know? I think I was scared of it." I laughed. "Yeah, I got that memo." He stepped closer. "I was wondering if you'd want to grab coffee sometime, just to catch up." I blinked. "You mean now that I've passed the bar, got a career, and don't cry into boxed wine anymore? Sure, why not?" We agreed to meet that Sunday. He picked the cafe. I picked the outfit. When he arrived, I was already seated, with my firm's senior partner. We were mid-meeting, reviewing depositions. My partner looked up as he approached. "This the ex you told me about?" I smiled sweetly. "Yep." My boss stuck out her hand. "You know, I told her she was too good for him even before I met him." His face turned red. "I thought we were meeting alone." "We are," I said. "Just not for what you thought. I brought a little something for you." I handed him a manila envelope. Inside was a letter of rejection from our firm. He'd applied for a low-level assistant job 2 weeks ago. HR had forwarded it to me because they thought I'd get a kick out of it. At the bottom of the letter, I'd written one line in red ink. "You were right. I did thank you someday." He stood there, frozen. No words, just silence. Then, as he turned to leave, my partner whispered, "I like her. Best Uno reverse I've ever played."